Hello everyone, this is Stephen Balch, your instructor for Introduction to Computer Applications at Ozarka College. Today what I'm going to do is give you just a little bit of feedback on the PowerPoint Module 2 activities that I finished grading yesterday. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit about our last set of activities for this semester, which is PowerPoint Module 3. Those are due early next week. And then I'm also going to tell you about our last two exams. We've got the PowerPoint production exam, and then shortly after that we will do the final exam. Okay, and I've already sent some information about the exams just a little bit earlier today, so you should already have some information about those exams, but mostly today I just want to kind of give you some feedback on that last set of activities and then tell you about our next set of activities. All right, so the PowerPoint Module 2 activities, like I said, I did finish grading those yesterday. I believe they were due Saturday, and I graded quite a few of them the week before, but those of you that turned them in on Friday evening or Saturday, I finished grading those yesterday. So if you haven't already gone in and looked at your grades for those PowerPoint Module 2 activities, go ahead and do that as soon as you can, and let me know if you have any questions at all. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have about it. Most of you did well on the Module 2 assignments, so keep up the good work. There were a few common formatting errors that a few of you made on the assignments that I'm going to cover very quickly here. The first one is there are a few of you that really need to spend a little bit more time checking your slides for accuracy before you submit your assignments. It's pretty simple to, once you've created the slides for your presentation, check them for accuracy as far as formatting and placement of objects on the slide and font size, all the various things that you should check for before you submit your assignment. Some of you, there are not very many, but there are a few of you that didn't really spend enough time checking your work against the example in the textbook. Okay, so for this next set of activities, go ahead and make sure that you spend more time on that. Also, a few of you had problems sizing and positioning the pictures correctly. So, and this is something that you're going to have to do also on the next set of activities, and then also on the exams as well. So, just make sure that if you have any questions about sizing or positioning pictures correctly, let me know, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Remember, when you're sizing, if it gives you a specific height and width for the object, whether it's a picture or a smart art graphic or a shape, whatever it is, make sure that you use the height and width sizing boxes to verify that you have the correct size for your object on your slide. Also, remember to use the smart guides, both the vertical and horizontal smart guides, to position objects correctly on your slides. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. And then one final thing, it looked like a few of you had some problems applying the specified transition effect to all the slides. There were a few of you that applied the transition effect to one slide or maybe two slides out of the 5 slides in the presentation. Just remember that you have to click the Apply to All button in order to apply that transition effect to all your slides. Otherwise, it only applies that transition effect to the slide that you have in the main part of the normal view window. Whatever slide you have clicked on to select that you're viewing in the normal view window, that's the only one that's going to apply the transition effect to, unless you click the apply to all button. Okay, so some of you are forgetting that step to click the apply to all button. It's very simple. Just click on that button and then it applies that transition effect to all your slides instead of just one. Okay, so those were really the main things I noticed. So just kind of keep that in mind for the next set of activities, because you'll be doing very similar types of formatting on the next set of activities. All right, so that's where we need to go to the activities page here. And right now we're on week 14 of the semester, kind of in the middle of that week. And we don't have anything due this week because we did have work due the last day of last week, which was Saturday. So we don't have anything due this week, but you should be working on the PowerPoint Module 3 activities, which are due the first day of next week. So don't wait until Sunday when they're due to get started. Go ahead and be working on them now. Give yourself plenty of time. That way you have time to check all your work and make sure it's correct before you submit it. Okay. Also, that gives you time to ask questions if you have any questions about anything. Okay. So you've got the PowerPoint Module 3 assignments 1 and 2 and the objective test all due by Sunday, April 27th. So you've got about 5 days to be working on that. But if you want your weekend free this weekend, then obviously you would want to go ahead and get all that work done before the weekend. All right. And let's see. In PowerPoint Module 3, you're going to learn how to insert and format a video. So far, we've just worked with pictures and shapes and smart art graphics. But in this particular module, we're going to kind of step it up a little bit and learn how to add a video to a slide and how to format it. Also, you're going to learn how to insert and format a chart on a slide, an Excel chart. All right. And also something else you're going to learn in PowerPoint Module 3 that's new that we haven't done yet is you're going to learn how to add animation effects to objects on a slide. And of course, we've learned about transition effects, which are basically effects that move from one that occur when you move from one slide to the next in your slideshow. But an animation effect actually affects individual objects on a slide, as they basically the effect that is created when you open up that particular, when that object appears on the slide. So you're going to learn some of those animation effects that you can apply to objects on a slide. Also, you're going to learn how to add a text box to a slide. And then finally, you'll also learn how to add and format word art on a slide. And we've worked with word art before, but we worked on it in Microsoft Word. In this particular module in PowerPoint, you're going to learn how to do similar types of formatting as far as word art goes in a PowerPoint presentation. All right, so those are some of the things you're going to be learning about in PowerPoint Module 3. And like I said, this is the last set of chapter activities or module activities from the textbook. Everything after this will just be exams. You'll have your PowerPoint exam, production exam, which will be available from Monday through Wednesday of next week, which is the 28th through the 30th. And like I said, I've already sent you information about that. And then the final exam will be, of course, during final exams week, which is not next week, but the week after. And so it'll be available from Monday through Wednesday of finals week, which is May 5th through the 7th. And the same email where I sent you information about the PowerPoint exam, I also in that same email explain a little bit about the final exam. So after reading the email about the exams, if you have any further questions about either one of those, just let me know. And like I said, I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. Let's see. One more thing about the Module 3 activities. If you click on the Assignment 1 page there, you'll notice all of the resources that you need to complete the assignment are listed under additional resources. So it's going to have a video there. It's going to have the pictures that you're going to insert and so forth. Now, there is a special way that you're going to have to download the video that's different than how you downloaded the pictures for your previous assignments. The way that videos automatically show in Microsoft or in Miles Arca makes it where we have to do a little bit different steps. And so what I've done is in the instructions here, you'll notice it says to download the support PPT3 awake data file, which is the video file that you're going to insert into the slide 1 of the presentation. It gives you the steps, what you need to do to download that video. If you try to do it like you would normally do a picture, it won't work. So make sure that you're carefully reading the instructions here and making sure that you are able to download all the files that you need to complete the assignment. All right. You've also, just like I always remind you of every time, there are demonstration videos here at the bottom of the assignment page where I basically take you step by step and show you how to complete that first assignment in Module 3. Okay? And then once you've done the assignment 1, you should be able to kind of transfer what you've learned about PowerPoint in completing assignment 1 and transfer that to assignment 2, because it's going to be very similar types of formatting that you're going to do on assignment 2. All right? And then in addition to the 2 assignments, you've got that objective test. Okay? So just be working on that. Like I said, let me know if you have questions. If you do have questions, I would rather you use the PowerPoint Module 3 help discussion item to ask your question rather than use course mail, just because it may help other students in the class that have similar questions. All right? And that's really all I have for you for today. So be working on that PowerPoint Module 3 set of activities. Like I said, let me know if you have questions, and I will talk to you next time. Thank you.